They said stay-at-home moms can't be rich. But before I turned 40, I built a six-figure business. From my kitchen table, between laundry and bedtime stories. My name is Nancy Thompson, and I live in a quiet neighborhood in Florida. I'm 35 years old, a stay-at-home mom with a heart full of dreams, but a wallet that once told a different story. I'm married to Aiden, a gentle, hardworking man who drives a school bus for a living. We have two wonderful kids, Ethan, our 10-year-old boy who loves building Lego cities, and Sophie, our 5-year-old daughter who sings to her dolls every morning. My days used to start the same way, packing lunchboxes, cleaning the kitchen, folding laundry, running after Sophie, and making sure Ethan did his homework before bed. I cooked, cleaned, cared, and loved. But deep down, I always wondered if I could do more, if I could somehow help Aiden shoulder the heavy financial load. We didn't have much. Aiden's paycheck covered our basic needs: rent, utilities, groceries, and school expenses. But by the end of each month, there was barely $1 left. So I tried picking up small jobs around the neighborhood. I cleaned swimming pools, trimmed bushes, raked leaves, even helped my neighbor paint her fence once. But no matter how much I hustled, it felt like trying to fill a leaking bucket. The money I made disappeared as quickly as it came. Still, I told myself, at least I'm trying. But trying wasn't enough. Each month felt heavier than the last. Prices kept rising: milk, bread, gas, even school lunches. Every bill that arrived in the mail carried a little more weight: the electricity bill, the water bill, the internet, car insurance, medical checkups. It felt like money was slipping through our fingers faster than we could catch it. There were nights I couldn't sleep, lying next to Aiden, staring at the ceiling, whispering prayers that somehow things would get easier. I hated seeing the worry in his eyes every time he sat at the kitchen table with his paycheck and calculator. We'd whisper late at night after the kids fell asleep. Maybe next month will be better. Maybe we'll have something left over. But next month came, and the story was the same. I never thought about saving. I never thought about investing. To me, those words belonged to rich people. People who had extra money. We were just trying to survive. Then, one night, it must have been around 11 p.m., I sat in our small living room with my old phone, scrolling through YouTube. I wasn't even looking for anything special. Just wanted to escape for a bit. And then, a thumbnail caught my eye. Smart Family Finance: How Stay-at-Home Moms Build Wealth. I clicked. The video wasn't fancy. It was a woman sitting at her kitchen table, talking about how she turned her family's budget around. She said things that hit me like lightning. You don't need a finance degree to change your life. You just need a plan, a notebook, and a reason why. I couldn't stop watching. She talked about budgeting, cashback, smart shopping, side hustles, and even investing small amounts every month. For the first time, I saw myself in someone else's story. That one video turned into a rabbit hole. I subscribed to the channel, and every night after the kids went to bed, I watched another story. Real moms, just like me, sharing how they overcame debt, started saving, found ways to make extra income, and built financial security from scratch. Some used couponing, some started online shops, some learned to invest small amounts, and they all started the same way, tracking every dollar. I began to write things down. At first, just on scraps of paper: 25 groceries, $40 gas, 60 electric bill. It felt silly at first, but after a week, I began to see the truth. We weren't just broke, we were blind. I didn't know where our money went because I never paid attention. Now I was awake. I downloaded a free budgeting app called Mint. I entered our income and every expense, every coffee, every toy, every grocery trip. Then I set a small goal: save $20 a week, find one expense to cut, track every penny. I started with groceries. I used store loyalty cards, compared prices, and began using cashback apps like Rakuten and Ibotta. Every time I saved $2 or $5, I'd smile. It felt like a tiny victory. Then I made a game for myself. If I saved $10, I'd move it into a freedom jar. If I earned cash back, I'd record it proudly. Before long, I was hooked. Shopping turned from a chore into a challenge. How much can I save this week? I cooked more meals at home, cut down on snacks, and stopped buying things we didn't need just because they were on sale. After 3 months, I looked at our app and almost cried. We had $300 saved. It wasn't much, but it was ours. For the first time, we were in control. Something changed inside me. The more I tracked, the more I learned. The more I learned, the more confident I became. I started reading books like The Simple Path to Wealth and watching channels about index funds and passive income. I discovered a new version of Nancy, one who wasn't afraid of money anymore. I started talking to Aiden about our budget. Instead of arguing, we planned together. We made a weekly money date, just 15 minutes to check our numbers. For the first time, money wasn't a monster and it was a tool. I told myself, if other moms can do it, so can I. By month 6, we were saving more, so I leveled up. I bought groceries in bulk from warehouse stores, reducing monthly costs by nearly 20%. I installed the Honey extension on my browser to automatically find coupon codes whenever I shopped online. Every discount, every cashback went straight into our savings. Then I found something new: TikTok Shop. I noticed other moms selling home goods, kitchen tools, and kids' supplies. I thought, maybe I can do that too. I started small, selling reusable kitchen containers and eco-friendly cleaning supplies. I learned how to film short videos, share tips, and talk about what I use at home. To my surprise, people started buying. The first month I made $150, then $400, then $800, and every month I took a part of my profit, $50, and invested it into index funds using Fidelity. It wasn't a lot, but I knew every seed grows with time. I had turned from a spender into a saver, from a saver into a builder. It took 3 years of effort, patience, and faith. But our life had transformed completely. We paid off small debts: the lingering credit card, the medical bill. We fixed the roof that had been leaking for years. We bought a new refrigerator, the kind I once thought was a luxury. And when I looked at our accounts, I almost didn't believe my eyes. Between savings, investments, and business inventory, we had over $100,000 in assets. Me, Nancy, a stay-at-home mom who once couldn't save $10, now managed a growing business, a strong budget, and a portfolio that grew every month. We weren't just surviving anymore, we were free. Today, I run my own online store with a small team helping me manage orders and social media. But more than that, I've become a mentor. I share my journey on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, telling moms everywhere that it's never too late. That being a stay-at-home mom isn't the end of your dreams, and it can be the beginning. I teach simple steps: track your money, save before you spend, learn, grow, invest. And every message I get from another mom who says, "Nancy, you gave me hope," reminds me why I started. Because freedom isn't about how much you make, it's about how you manage what you have. Being a stay-at-home mom doesn't mean staying broke. It means you're the CFO of your family. You control the cash flow, the future, and the freedom. If you're watching this and wondering if it's possible, let me tell you, yes, it is. Start today. Don't wait for the perfect time. It will never come. Begin with one small habit. Write down what you spend. Set a tiny savings goal each week. Invest your spare change, because $10 today, when planted wisely, can grow into something you never imagined in 10 years. You don't need to be rich to start. You just need to start to become rich. I'm Nancy, a mom, a dreamer, a builder, and yes, a millionaire before 40. The journey begins with one step, so take it. For you, for your family, for your freedom. We're building a community of smart, strong moms who believe in financial freedom. Like, if you're one of us, comment your story, share to spread the hope, and subscribe to join the Smart Family Finance family.